Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here. Little Joan won't sit in her seat, so she's in my pocket. And this will probably be our last video of the evening, a screenwriter's rant on School's Out Forever, taken from the famous Alice Cooper song. Teen survival comedy movie, it's billed as. And I think we're going to see a lot of these in the coming years because part of the premise is the virus hits, or a virus hits. So it's a rebellious kid in a private school, gets kicked out, and he ends up home, and the virus, I think it kills people as opposed to just making them really sick and miserable and having their governments exploit you for it. So eventually he is forced to leave his home, and with nowhere else to go, he goes back to his school that he's been kicked out of. You can see all the bodies here. And so he goes back to the school, and they take him back, although he's considered a rebellious student. And then this girl shows up to raid the school with a gun, and the school kind of can't deal with it. But the kid does, and he takes over, and he gets the guns, and then he takes over. They raid places for food, but then some of the locals show up looking for the girl, who I guess they've captured, and they want her back, and they're threatening the kids in the school, and they got her all tied up here. And so she threatens to kill everybody, and eventually they're going to have to fight these guys, and so it's about their plan in the school to defend their school and themselves. So it's a bit of a weird coming-of-age movie. I mean, it looks pretty serious, but I guess it's a comedy, so it's more lighthearted than that. So for a comedy of this scale, where a lot of people are going to die, and apparently in this trailer a lot of people die. You see people getting lit on fire and thrown out of buildings and stuff, shot. So so I think the bad guys are going to be cartoonishly bad, and they're forced to kill him because there's another choice. Here they are trying to torture their teacher in the toilet, and this is a funny last bit. He leans in to kiss this girl, and she just goes, "No." So it looks like a fun movie. Available February 15th. Rebellion presents. I've seen these guys before. They've made a few movies. Oscar Kennedy, I think, is the lead there. I don't know any of the other guys. Based on the novel by Scott K. Andrews. Oh, so it's based on a novel. Written and directed by Oliver Milburn. It looks decent. It looks decent. I think you could break this down pretty easily. The first act is going to be him at the school being a rebellious teen, getting kicked out, just as the virus hits, and then he's stuck at home. Everybody starts to die. His dad dies, apparently, and his mother tells him to go to the school because, she can't get to him. So he reluctantly goes back. That would be the second act, where, they don't know what to do, essentially, and he ends up taking over as leader when he has to save everybody from the girl with the gun. And that would be sort of the beginning of the second act. And then the second half of the second act would be the townspeople come and give him an ultimatum, like, give us the girl and give us all your food or we're going to kill everybody. So they decide not to for some reason. I assume they're holding her because, I don't know, maybe she killed somebody, or they figure she's just bad. And then they end up having to fight the townspeople, and this kid leads them in the third act, and it's kind of like him becoming, coming into his own. So a bit of a coming of age kind of theme to it. But it does look kind of funny. Not super funny, haha, because a lot of people are dying, and it is kind of a survival movie. But funny-ish in that dry sort of English wit. I would see this. I think I would say it. not super excited, but the fact that it's based on a book, it's probably got a lot of good bits in it. It's probably got a lot more layers to it than your average screenplay. So I'm pretty, down to see this film. It's called School's Out Forever. Starts February 15th. Available to rent or download. Probably on one of your major thingamajigs on the internet. So look for that. School's Out Forever. And this is Tony D and Little Joan saying we're out for this evening. We'll see you tomorrow. Please check out my links. Support the channel. Check out a book, Wokistan, a novel, Hollywoke, another novel, and of course, the Pineys books 1 through 5. We'll see you tomorrow. Say bye, Joan. Bye-bye.